What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? How are you guys doing tonight? It's Thursday, July 23rd, 2020. I know that it's technically Friday morning. Welcome to another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, bringing you the best in metal-related content right here on YouTube. And I want to welcome you guys to Top 15 Thursdays here on the channel, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying all of my content so far. If you guys missed anything this week, click the eye in the upper right corner of the screen right now. Get caught up on all of my latest videos. I would greatly appreciate it. So tonight's top 15 episode is on my top live bands, and this is an episode that I'm really excited for, and I hope that you guys are as well. Now, some of the bands in this list I have seen live, others I have not. I've only watched DVDs or seen them on VHS or YouTube, but make no mistake about it, this is a top 15 that I really wanted to put together because there are amazing bands live and there are ones that are not so much very good live. But the bands in this list are from my own personal taste and experience, both in person and watching DVDs and stuff like that. So let's just get right into it, shall we? Coming in at number 15, we have New Orleans, Louisiana's EYEHATEGOD, the Sludge Masters. Yes, EYEHATEGOD are one of the greatest bands in the world in my opinion, and live, these guys put their hearts and souls into everything they fucking do, and this is a really visceral band to see live, and you really can feel the dope sickness, so to speak, coming from their music, especially live, and they have an atmosphere live that very few bands can replicate within that context and within that those concepts and ideas of dope sickness and drug addiction and you know, all that shit that results, mental illness from drug use and stuff like that. So EYEHATEGOD definitely have that drug fueled atmosphere when they play live, and it's fucking great. One of the greatest live bands. Number 15, EYEHATEGOD. Coming in at number 14, we have grindcore masters Napalm Death. And what more needs to be said? One of the greatest fucking bands live. I have seen them live when they were in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I believe it was 2013 I saw them. And this was an amazing experience for me, seeing Napalm Death. I got to shake Barney's hand. It was fucking awesome. One of the greatest bands. Such friendly guys, and they have a passion and conviction to their art that cannot be replicated in this day and age. And they're fucking masters of grindcore. I know Repulsion and other bands were there as well. But Napalm fucking Death, man, one of the greatest, and it was an honor to see them live. They get number 14. Coming in at number 13, we have Vektor, and I talked about them yesterday in my Vektor albums ranked. Hopefully you guys checked out and enjoyed that video because I really liked making that one. Now, I haven't seen Vektor live, but I've seen them perform live on YouTube. And these guys are very passionate and convicted about their message and what they're doing with their art. And there's a very sci-fi space atmosphere that goes along live with their music, and you can feel that when you either see them live or watch them on YouTube. Great band. Vektor gets number 13. Coming in at number 12, we have Australia's experimental ambient death metal band Portal. Now, this is a band that I don't hear a lot of people talking about, and I really don't know why, because Portal is one of those bands that's so fucking unique, especially in their stage image and their beliefs and what they're going for with their music, which is really something that you have to experience in order for you to properly understand it, because trying to articulate it's going to be very difficult. But Portal are one of those bands that have a very serious message, and it's hard to explain, so just check out Portal. But live, I have seen them on YouTube. I've not seen Portal live, unfortunately. I want to, whenever the opportunity presents itself, you know, if this fucking COVID scamdemic ever ends and they open up live venues again. Yeah, Portal gets number 12, one of the greatest bands in the world. Coming in at number 11, we have Bruce Dickinson with Iron Maiden. Of course, Iron Maiden, I have seen them live. They were in Toronto, Ontario as well back in 2011, I believe it was. And that was an amazing experience seeing Iron Maiden live. I just about lost my fucking mind. I went with my friend Jesse at the time, and we had a blast. Iron Maiden, one of the greatest fucking bands live, and Bruce Dickinson's voice, like he illustrates, he can carry a theater, man. And they were so friendly with the fans, and I didn't get a meet and greet with them, but Iron Maiden was one of the greatest bands I ever saw live, and it was a fucking truly memorable experience, one of the greatest bands ever. Iron Maiden gets number 11. Coming in at number 10, we have Meshuggah, and that's another band that I don't hear a lot of people say is great live, but I haven't seen them live personally, but I've seen a lot of videos on them. video performances, live performances, that kind of thing. And these guys are fucking absolutely killer. Lots of passion, conviction, and integrity to their art, what they're doing and why. And Meshuggah, one of the greatest bands, very unique as well. And a lot of these bands in this list are very unique, if you haven't noticed. I'm not choosing bands that really fit into any particular mold, so to speak. Yeah, they got their own genres, but these are bands that I feel are very unique, so that's why they're in this list. Meshuggah, one of the greatest, gets number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the drone doom project, Sunn, or Sunn if you will. And I haven't had a chance to see Sunn. I really want to. I wanted to before Stephen O'Malley passed away, which is an absolute fucking tragedy. We lost another legend of metal. And I know drone isn't a lot of people's thing, but it is my thing. I absolutely fucking love drone doom or whatever you want to call it. And Sunn are no exception. These guys, when they play live, there's like fog machines. They fill the entire venue with fog. And they often play in like big amphitheaters or cathedrals with tons of amps. So you literally feel the bass in your fucking bones. And Sunn would be one hell of a fucking experience. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. They get number 9 with Sunn. Coming in at number 8, we have Legends of Proto-Thrash, Motorhead. I never got to see Motorhead, but my friend Josh Dominus did, and I really fucking think that's awesome. Right on, Josh. Glad you got to see fucking Motorhead. I never had the opportunity, but seeing them live in YouTube videos and VHSs and DVDs, I am blown away by how passionate Motorhead were throughout their entire career, and this is one of the greatest fucking bands on the planet. If you're not a Motorhead fan, get the fuck off this video, seriously, because you have to pay respects to Motorhead if you're a true fucking metalhead, in my opinion. One of the greatest live bands ever, in my opinion, and that's why they get number 8 with Motorhead. Coming in at number 7, we have Tulle. And this is a band I've seen live twice. I've seen them once in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I've seen them again in Regina, Saskatchewan. And this was back in 2009 when I saw Tulle, right after Lateralis came out. And I was on mushrooms with my buddy, and it was one of the most incredible, enjoyable, peaceful experiences of my life. Tulle are one of the greatest hard rock bands / psychedelic metal, I guess you could call them, on the fucking planet. It was very difficult to get through because just go see Tulle live. It was difficult for me to put into words now. It's very difficult to put into words, I should say. One of the greatest bands ever. Tulle gets number fucking 7. Coming in at number 6, we have Possessed. Of course, they were going to make this list. I mean, they're the godfathers of death metal. I haven't seen Possessed live. I almost went to see them live last year in Montreal, but unfortunately, I couldn't afford to go. I didn't have the money. I had other expenses to pay for, but I had Possessed on my old channel, and I'm going to be getting them back. They get number 6. I have seen them live on YouTube. I've seen their DVD, their live. I think they've got a live DVD or video. I don't know. I'd have to look, but I've seen them on YouTube, and so much passion, so much conviction, so much integrity to what they're doing and why they're doing it. Possessed. I mean, it's Possessed, man. They're fucking incredible. They get number 6. Coming in at number 5, we have Vancouver, British Columbia's Strapping Young Lad, and I have seen Strapping Young Lad live in Vancouver as well, back in 2006, right after Alien came out, and I can't even explain what the Strapping Young Lad show was like because it was so fucking visceral, memorable, powerful, emotional for me. I felt every ounce of the aggression coming from Strapping Young Lad. I felt every ounce of Devin Townsend's insanity, and it was fucking legendary. Strapping Young Lad, one of the greatest extreme metal bands in history. I hope they reunite. I like the Devin Townsend project and his other stuff as well, but Strapping Young Lad gets number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Switzerland black metal legends Darkspace. Now this is another band that I have never seen live. I really want to. Darkspace are a atmospheric cosmic black metal band, and just seeing them perform on YouTube, perform live in different YouTube videos, you can tell that these guys put a lot of thought, they put a lot of passion and conviction and belief into their art, and their shows are really, really difficult to explain and articulate. You just got to go and check them out on YouTube. There's a very, very deep atmosphere to what they're doing, and there's a lot of depth to their music and their art. Darkspace gets number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Decapitation, and I had the honor of seeing them in 2015 in Winnipeg at a bar called the zoo in Osborne Village before it closed down, and I saw them with Marduk, so that was fucking awesome. This was on the Anthropocene Extinction Tour, and you guys know how I feel about Cattle Decapitation, so it should come as no surprise that they made this list of live bands, my top live bands. Cattle Decapitation are an extreme death metal band from San Diego, California, and they talk about misanthropy, animal supremacy, karma, the environmental impact of humanity, and a number of other topics. And they are a very, very politically charged band when it comes to their message, what they're talking about, and the way that they want to change the world, the way they think mankind should pay for our sins, and I totally agree with them. Cattle Decapitation gets number 3. Coming in at number 2, Pantera. I never got to see Pantera live, but I've seen one-on-one live proof. I've seen their DVD, their VHSs. I've seen a lot of their DVD stuff. This is one of the greatest bands in the world. Pantera were legends live. They gave a performance that was very difficult for them to do. Unlike many bands of today, Pantera had a performance and a live show that just cannot be duplicated. I don't know what else to say, man. I really wish I could have seen Pantera live, because from what I've seen, it's very enjoyable. The fans get right into it, like, I mean, fucking right into it, man. It's Pantera. Number 2, one of the greatest bands in the world. Coming in at number 1, we have a tie between Slipknot and Dio. And I know Slipknot, and I know a lot of people might hate Slipknot. I really don't fucking care. I've seen Slipknot live 5 fucking times, and they were hailed as top 10 best live band in the world by Kerrang, number 1. What does that tell you? Slipknot's visceral stage performance, everything about them live is just fucking insane. You gotta experience it for yourself. Even if you're not a fan, see them live. You will not regret it. Also, Dio gets number 1 as well. I never got to see Dio live, but after covering the podcast series I did, which you can check out if you're a patron, Dio's live performance was equal to Slipknot, in my opinion, in terms of integrity, composition, meaning, purpose, and vision for doing their music. Dio gets number 1 as well. This was a tough list to make, as you guys can see. So there you have it, my top 15 live bands. And if you guys are new, subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss a single video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Music of Destruction. Join the Facebook group for all things metal, facebook.com/groups/Music of Destruction. The Seed, episode number 24, The History of Dio Part 3, is up right now for you patrons. I just finished that last night. Get access for just $5 a month, patreon.com/Music of Destruction. Also, for $1 a month, if you leave it in the comment section after supporting, I will review an album of your choosing. So let me know what you want to see. Just no slammer core. I'd really appreciate it. Colton James and myself starting a brand new YouTube channel, Reviews on the Run, in the coming months. Not sure when that's going to get going. We've got to get all our the rest of our equipment. But we're going to be doing movie and game reviews, top 15s in all areas of film and gaming, as well as some funny, cool behind-the-scenes stuff, some reenactments, and some of our own acting that we've been practicing out shooting at night. So let's check out a clip of what you guys can expect.
I can't think of a thing to say. Fuck it.
You're a fucking natural!
And we are back. Also a shout out to Shadows of Death Records, King of Swords, Metal Ben's Chronicles, Acid Metal, and Backwoods Metal. Thank you guys very much for watching tonight. We will see you for Metal Album Warfares. Cheers everyone, and a very special thank you to all of my patrons. Good night everybody.